keys rattled against the thick lock as the bolt clacked open and the gruff voice of Warder Jackson echoed round the small cell. "On your feet, Macaulay. It's time to face the judge." Kevin Macaulay had been arrested 2 days before his 14th birthday on July the 20th. He was lifted by the Belfast Harbour Police under the new 1854 vagrancy laws for the crime of sleeping rough under the Farset Bridge in the Sailorstown area near Belfast Docks. His mother had died of consumption while his father was working on the transatlantic emigration ships, so Kevin and his 4 older brothers had found themselves temporarily homeless. Warder Jackson roughly slapped a pair of heavy, rusted handcuffs on Kevin's wrists and locked them with a key from the massive collection that were permanently attached to a ring on his belt. The warder marched his prisoner along the metal floors of B Wing and down the stone steps that led to the passage under the Crumlin Road that joined the jail to the courthouse. The colour drained from Kevin's face when he saw the start of the long, dark tunnel. Jackson could see his young prisoner was extremely anxious, presumably about his fate, which would be decided by a judge on the other side. Worried that he might faint and cause him more problems, Jackson offered some words of encouragement to Kevin. "Don't panic, lad. He'll not be wearing his black cap for you today. Probably looking at around 3 months' bed and board as our guest, and then you'll be out of here." Kevin had heard stories from his brothers of a soldier called Robert O'Neill who was hanged in the jail the previous month. But it wasn't the thought of learning his jail sentence that stopped Kevin in his tracks. He felt a terrible sickness in the pit of his stomach at the sight and smell of the tunnel ahead of him. "Shift yourself, Macaulay," came the voice from behind him. "I've better things to be doing than babysitting the likes of you. Move it." Reluctantly, Kevin inched ahead into the dark passage, with the only dim light coming from the candle lantern that Jackson held 5 paces behind. The acrid smell of damp on the stone cobbles filled his nostrils. Drips of water from the curved roof occasionally hit the back of his neck as his eyes struggled to adjust to what lay ahead. Then Kevin faintly heard a woman's voice. 7 more, 7 more. Not sure if the voice was in his head or in the tunnel, he turned round to see if Warder Jackson had heard it as well. As he turned, the light from the lantern dazzled him. "Did you hear that?" he asked in a frightened whisper. His eyes took a moment to focus on the blurred light. The warder offered no reply from behind the candle, because Jackson had disappeared. Kevin stared in shock at the hovering lantern as the woman's voice echoed once again in his ear. 7 more, 7 more. An icy chill ran down the length of Kevin's spine as he felt cold but delicate fingers lightly brush against his cheek. He then felt a hand firmly rest between his shoulder blades and felt himself beginning to move. 1, 2, 3. The woman's voice slowly whispered in his ear as he felt himself walking further into the darkness ahead. 4, 5, 6. Slowly and gingerly he edged his way, feeling a mixture of fear and strange comfort from the calm voice from the body he could feel but not see. 7. Kevin took a 7th step. He felt the hand fall from his back and saw the light disappear. He slowly raised his arms to feel for anything that lay ahead in the pitch blackness. His hand touched something cold and smooth. His fingers explored the contours of the round metal ring that was attached to what felt like a thick wooden door. The voice spoke to him for a final time. "Open it." Nervously, he used both hands to carefully twist the metal ring until he heard a firm click. Slowly he pulled, and the heavy door creaked out a deafening squeal in the darkness. What lay ahead? Would he be brave enough to look and see? Was the invisible woman leading him to safety, or into great danger. There was only one way to find out.